How you doing, guys? It's the 4th of January 2018. I'm going to be doing a quick video on becoming a Forex specialist and the advantages of that. I'll keep it short and brief and straight to the point. Becoming a Forex specialist, at least the way that I'm speaking about it, is focusing on one pair and learning that pair inside out. Okay, this takes a very specific kind of dedication and discipline and commitment. Okay, because a lot of people, or a lot of traders, especially beginning traders, believe that you have to be looking at everything, because if one thing isn't setting up, then there'll be a setup, in another pair or in a cross or so on and so forth. That's, as far as I'm concerned, a load of bollocks, to be honest, because if you're having to bounce from one pair to the next to try and find something to jump into, okay, then for me that could lead to overtrading. That could potentially put you in a situation, because I mean, you have to know what you're doing, guys. If you don't know what you're actually looking for, then even bouncing from one pair to the next, it's not going to make a difference, because you're going to see things that just simply aren't there. You're going to force trades, and you're going to end up being in positions where you're losing money, getting out of trades for no reason. You'll see things that make you want to get back in the trade, and you'll be on a roller coaster that just, it never ends. Okay, but when you're a specialist and you're focusing just on one pair, you learn the nuances of that pair. You learn its average daily range. You learn when it's out of its average daily range. You learn when it's decoupled from the dollar. For example, the Euro USD. If the Euro USD is going up, dollar should be coming down, and vice versa. Okay, and if it's not doing that and they're both going in the same direction, even if it's just for a day or even if it's just for an hour, okay, that tells you something. You start to see these things. You start to see the fluidity of the way it moves. You start to see how its Asian range is formed, how it reacts during the London session, how it reacts during the New York session, when it's slow, when it's fast, when it's volatile, when it's fluid. You see all of these things. And as you start to slowly make notes and to pick these things up and to see the little subtle nuances that happen, that's where the money lies. That's where the money lies. We're not talking about daily ranges and is it possible to make money on the same pair day in, day out, day in, day out. Yes, it is. We don't advocate trading every day, but it's possible. It's more than possible. Even just if we take, let me take the auto scroll off, so I'll just scroll back. If we just take, I'm trying to find a messy week here. If we just take this hourly chart, the Euro USD, we'll just call it the Euro for now. But you see these two dotted lines and these two dotted lines. This delineates 1 week. Okay, so from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, this is a full week. And then the same here and the same here. So even on sloppy weeks like this, if you take this day here, okay, the range on this day was around 48 pips, okay? Maybe you don't take a trade that day, all right? Or Tuesday, the range is 72, and don't worry about patterns or trying to find trades or anything like that for now. That's just put that out of your mind for a second. I'm just talking about the ranges on the day. The actual weekly range, okay, on the Euro USD is on the Euro on this particular week was 225 pips. Let's just call it 220 pips. So within that 220 pips, I'm pretty sure maybe there's a couple of trades there. Okay, at least a couple of trades, or even if there's just one. Now, even if that trade is a losing trade, okay, it's still there. That's what I'm trying to get at. If you have a solid plan, you know what you're looking for, and you execute that trade according to your discipline plan and following your rules, then getting a stop out is just just the cost of doing business. The point is the trade was there and you took the trade. Okay, so if we go on the premise that there's a couple of trades a week, all right, you don't necessarily have to be trading every day, just a couple of trades a week. Okay, I can see a couple of trades in this week. Yeah, I could definitely see a couple of trades, in this whole week here. I can definitely see 2 trades in this week. All right, definitely see 2 trades in this week, because remember, I'm a scalper, right, or a scalper. So for me, just taking, even just for example, this small little move here, it's 50 pips, I'm out here. 20, 30 pips, I'm done. I don't need, I wouldn't necessarily have taken this trade, but just as an example, even just to this previous high, you're talking like 30 pips. They're there, guys. It's there. You know what I mean? So being able to see all of this and to categorize, and not categorize, but to actually take notes and to see the small nuances and the little shifts in, in price action and the busiest times of the day. You can't, unless you're a genius, or unless you're very good at compartmentalizing and, have an incredible memory and are able to understand the currency pairs themselves, which ones are strong, which ones are weak. I mean, even those that trade multiple asset classes or multiple pairs, okay, and watch 28 pairs, for example, still specialize in looking at the pairs or the currencies in that respect on the day that are stronger than the others. So, for example, the pound currency might be stronger than all of the other currencies on the particular day, so they will focus their attention on the pound currencies. Okay, becoming a specialist is not necessarily just one pair or a multiple bunch of pairs, or focusing on one pair on one day. Okay, becoming a specialist is doing one thing and doing it really, really well. And for me, in this particular video, we're talking about focusing on one pair. You have to become a specialist in what you do, because the more you do something over and over and over again, you create neural pathways, they become stronger, and you become better as a trader. All right, so this is just a short video, guys. I wanted to throw some stuff out there. And remember, I don't script my videos, meaning I don't, I have an idea of what I'm going to be talking about on the day, obviously, but I try not to script the video. I want it to be human. I want it to just be real. Do you know what I mean? So you can, you might be able to notice, that sometimes I break up my sentences, or I might bounce from one idea to another because I'm thinking on the spot, and I don't want to sit here and pretend that I'm some perfect trader and everything is perfect and I'm just, I don't want that. I want this to be real. I want people to listen to these videos and to just hear the voice of somebody who's struggled as a trader, who's found his way, and has been through a lot of ups and downs to get to this point where I am right now. And hopefully you guys learn something from that. I just want to be real, basically. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I just want to be real in my videos. And the theme will always stay the same with me. I just want, maybe even if one person just listens to something and goes, do you know what? That's a small little nugget, that I can take away. I'll just write that in my notepad, and it helps them become a better trader. Fantastic. Yeah. All right, guys. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and good luck, and I will speak to you soon.